coming to you from the Rock, University of Arkansas at Fort Smith. Today we're going to focus on a side gluteus medius work and then a counter pose with Gomukha Asana, legs and arms. We'll warm up for that and we'll go through an abdominal flow dolphin. Pretty intense. You've got options whether or not you want to bring the knees to the mat. But let's just start moving. Get on into the shoulders as we do. Find the shoulder blades down, the shoulder girdle, lift the face as we gently get into the neck, circling around. Back of the knees not locked. We're in Tadasana, mountain pose. Finding again, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. And when you're ready, we take it around to the opposite direction, lengthening out through the crown of the head. Again, tuning into your Ujjayi breath, allowing the breath to serve as you need. Head's gonna center. Gently tilt to your right and left arm reaches out. Again, I'm mirroring you here. And then arm back, head up and over to the other side. Find that stretch, that reach, and right arm extends. Movement as you need. And arm back, head back, sweep up. Inhale, stretch up, reach up. Find Utthita, extended arms, pause. Palms rotate and press. Feel your wings, the back. One more time, and inhale, stretch up. And exhale, press. Good, release the arms. Right arm's gonna cross the body. Triceps, we're gonna sweep open. Keep the hips stable. Gently assist again, any variation that you prefer. We switch to the other side, left arm crosses. So as we go through this information, this material, you might pause it, you might stop the YouTube and explore something on your own. Maybe you want to grab more information on the internet and gently release. So I want to get into the shoulder girdle back a little bit stronger. So right here, as you find the vertical arms, palms face one another, we inhale. Slide or glide shoulder blades off the back of the rib cage, and exhale, glide back down, wide back. We inhale, we exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Check on in, release. We're going to find a wide stance. Now I'm just conveniently opening wide here. This floor is tacky, so it is supportive enough traction. We're going to hollow the belly here. Again, cat, back, round. We inhale up. Again, knees not straight. And open the arms. Variation of, again, wide angle. Prasarita Padottanasana. Exhale, hollow. Inhale, neutral pelvis here. Heart lifts open. Remember, the arms are in your peripheral vision. Two more times. Exhale, hollow. Engage through the abdomen. Inhale, lift the heart open. One more time, elbows not locked. Exhale, hug the space in front of you. Inhale, reach up, stretch up, and open. And once again, release. Let's get into external rotation. Shift on over left thigh, reach through that right. Rotate. Back and forth. You'll see information. Again, maybe second time, maybe a third time. And shift on over and reach through the left heel. Rotate right in that hip socket. Knee is extended. And getting into chair pose. Plant the foot. Hips go back. Arms forward. By the ears. Again, ribs stay closed. Navel to spine. Weights on the heels. Drishti, the focal point. Breath serves. And let's move into the mat. Bend the thighs, swan dive over, hollow the belly, engage. Head's easy. Jaws, easy, remember? If you want to grab the block for hamstrings, you're mindful. Listen to the body. And take your time making your way into easy pose. Ooh, right on top of sit bones. Check on in. Finding again, palms up, down, side, body. Turning the head now as far to the right. This is where maybe you bring movement. Breath is serving, engaging to the Mula Bandha, front body, Uddiyana Bandha. And through center. And extension movement as you prefer. And back to center. Let's go through the 6 movements of the spine, one right after the other. We'll lean back, switch the cross of the feet. And heart lifts here. Inhale, hollow the belly. Exhale, deepen round. Inhale up. Side body up and over. Drishti, focal point. Heaven, center, to the mat, what you prefer. And inhale, long spine, create length here. Take it on over. Take your time. And inhale. Lift the heart. Find rotation. Twist. Blow out. All the oxygen. Shoulder blades. Alignment. Inhale. Sweep up. Exhale. Take it around. Set on up. Shoulder blades. Breath serves. Inhale. Now the fun part, take it into the back plane, we lean, we switch, we go again. Again, you can take any variation. So now we have the opposite foot, opposite hip in front. Listen to how it feels differently in the body. And take it on over. Reach, extend, and inhale. Take it on over, hand extending from the hip, bringing you into your lateral side body, long spine here. Inhale, keep that heart lifted, twist. Set on up, right arm supporting. Breath serves. Inhale, take it on around. And left arm supporting right here. Again, we're not leaning back, we're trying to stay right on top of sit bones. And inhale, fun part, and back plane, and switch. We go again, inhale. Heart lift, 6 movements of the spine, extension, flexion, right here. Lateral side body, that's why we set up the hand across from the hip, and so that we don't go into a twist. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, lift the heart. Find that twist, blow out all the oxygen. Getting into the abdominal wall, little contraction, deeper here, exhale. Feel the core working. Inhale, back plane, lean, switch, and heart lifts, inhale. Exhale, hollow. Inhale up. Side, body, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, heart lifts, twist. Inhale, and twist. Inhale. Back, plane, lean, switch, and last time. 4th and last time. Again, if you feel like you need a little bit more, you feel free. Get this in your body, motor memory, and find it as you need it. Perhaps you need a little bit more warmth through the hips, somewhere else in your body, before you practice. And inhale, heart lifts, exhale. And inhale. And inhale. Good, now just deeper heart opening. We linger, set on up fingertips again, shoulder blades are down. might need a gentle little back bend, excuse me. Sweep those arms. Oh, deeper stretch. Now in my body, this is getting already into the side hip a little bit stronger. And same idea, we walk the hands, we lean, we switch, we lift through the arms. And exhale, forward sweep. Again, in my body, this is very different. One side to the other side. And again, hands are going to walk back. Check on in. Let's open the legs. So again, we've kept those knees contracted a little bit longer. Now we just open. Maybe you find a little tap here, a little bit of work, but we find Dandasana. Again, we're getting into the bandhas through the centering of the body. So we lift through the pelvic floor, front body. Now here we find the back of the neck, Jalandhara. Some of us might need to bring the skull a little bit into the back plane. Again, if you're forward with your posture as a rule, you'll just set up. Work those muscle groups in a different fashion. And then we find the articulation through the feet. We find the heel, the floint or the ball of the foot, the point, and then toe ball. Heel, back and forth. And anchor through the hips here. Open once again, side body. So you don't want the left foot to hip to float or release. Anchor, ground, stabilize, open. And let's move here a little bit deeper. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, reach. Can be challenging. Inhale. And exhale, reach. And inhale. And exhale, reach. Ujjayi, uplifting, victorious breath. Inhale. And exhale. Once again, make your way side body open through those left ribs. Let's find a long spine here. Inhale, Dandasana, vertical arms, Utthita extended, and sit on up. Now it's that right hip, don't let it float. Anchor, ground, stabilize through the low body, and now challenge. Inhale, lift that heart, exhale, blow it out, reach, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. And inhale and exhale, side body once again. And gentle little twist here and lift through the heart. Breath serves alignment, bandhas, inner thigh, outer thigh, glutes can activate a little bit more. Your call. Take it on around. And heart lifts. Breath serves. Easy twist. And let's change on the mat. Let's make our way. 2 hands, 2 knees. Our neutral spine. And let's just jump right on into it. Right ball of the foot extends. Ball of the foot stretching calf, Achilles, maybe hip flexor. Leg lifts, will flow for a bit. Right arm sends, we inhale, twist, hollow into the belly. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Traditional breath, inhale, extension, exhale, flexion, and out into the balance. Again, front and back, open to the side, shift forward. Again, right elbows unlocked, jaws easy, back of the neck long. Arm back, leg back, hand back, knee back. Other side. Left ball of the foot, calf, Achilles. Maybe hip flexor, leg lifts, foot's flexed. Inhale, twist, hollow, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, hand out. Again, front and back, open the side. Maybe you shift center. Left elbows unlocked. Arm back, leg back, hand back, knee back. Wide knees now. Pose of the child, send it back. Check on in. Again, restorative posture, we want to breathe intentionally into the back body, side body. Feel the openness through the ribs, intercostals. Feel the openness maybe through the side body. And then getting stronger into the side, walking to the right. Reach that left arm, soften. Where you can, release. Breath is serving. Take it on over. And reach that right arm. So again, we are intentionally encouraging our Ujjayi breath, stronger diaphragmatic breath, because we're doing gentle movement here. We're not running our marathon. So we want to work into that breath, deepening, intentional. Feel the response your body can make. Sending the imagery of relaxation with that exhale. And forward. We're all ready for the twist. Wide knees, toes towards one another. Once again, this gives the hips a little bit more range of motion. Center up, left arm, we inhale here, and exhale. Shoulder blades are down, elbows unlocked, twisting. And inhale, exhale. Two more. Inhale, and exhale. And inhale, and exhale. Center it on up, and inhale, open. Exhale, shoulder blades, and inhale, and exhale. Once again, let's work the low body, stabilizing. Let's go through moon salutation on the knees. Side to side, twist to twist. Cactus, so we're stabilizing through the hips. Remember cactus arms? We open the arms and we lift the heart, engage glutes, and we take it into the back plane, navel to spine. Side to side first, right here, you're in your back. Inhale. Side body, exhale. Challenging through the low body. Inhale and exhale. Keep that right hip forward now. We inhale, lift the heart, twist, long line, fingertip to fingertip, and inhale. Left hip bone stays forward as you hug through the glutes. Inhale, cactus, back plane, lift the heart, extension. We go again, inhale, side body. And inhale, side body, and inhale, lift the heart, twist, pelvis stays neutral, stable. Inhale, lift, twist, and cactus, inhale, find the back. One more time, woo. Inhale, legs are working, glutes are working. We're gonna come into down dog as a counter pose to find that stretch, and inhale, lift and twist. Lengthen, engage, navel to spine, and twist. And inhale, cactus, heart lifts. Now counter pose, inhale, circle, make your way again. Two hands, two knees. Balls at the feet, downward facing dog, float the hips and check on in. You're looking at your toes, you're ensuring that again the knees are not locked, the neck is not in a bind, close the ribs, so you are intentionally activating the front body here to avoid bowing or swaying through that back. You want to walk the dog. Some people love that. Feels good. Take your time. And then let's roll on out to plank. You can adjust as you need to. We lift the heels, round through the spine, Inhale out into your plank. Exhale, down dog. And one more time, lift the heels. Round and lower. Low spine, mid spine, upper spine, plank. And knees come to the mat. Let's change on the mat. We're going to get into the tops of the legs, the quads a little bit stronger here. We're going to use the block. If you don't have a block, a book, anything that you want to challenge yourself with. This is, again, variations. For some of us, the strength in the back will use the floor with the arms into the floor. Some of us prefer vertical arms. This really challenges through the back. So wherever you are, you can explore. First, maybe we just see what happens here. This is strong. We're going to inhale, exhale. Just take it to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, take it to the left. Inhale, to the right. Inhale, exhale, left. Inhale, exhale, right. Inhale, exhale, left. Now we're going to just flow with this. Inhale, exhale, and find the breath. And that's all. Switch to the other side. Now, before we switch, if you take the block and press it into the quads, this is an excellent action to find. Getting into the muscle groups that we've just contracted, this helps release, hopefully, into the muscle groups, and it's a good feeling when you find that. It's like a little massage for the quads immediately. And let's switch to the other side. Set on up. Here, maybe you start. Just see where you are. Inhale, both feet can be flexed, hearts lifted. Exhale to the left. Inhale, and to the right. Inhale, to the left. Inhale, to the right. Inhale, to the left. Inhale, exhale to the right. Now we're just going to flow. Inhale, exhale. Keep using the breath, lifting through the heart, and that's all. Just 4 times. And again, ooh la la. Maybe you find that corner of the block in that area. Again, can be intense. Maybe you just stay right here. Let's change on the mat. Nice and easy. We're just going to come into inverted tabletop. I'm turning sideways for demonstration here. This is strong through the shoulders, through the legs. Some schools of thought tell you the fingertips to the foot. Others cue you to the back. Find in your body what you prefer, and we're going with the preparation for the full tabletop, and that's with bent knees. We inhale, float the hips, maybe you stay right here. Exhale, press, extend, hollow the belly. So any long part along the way here, and like I say, it can be strong for the shoulders. Last time, inhale, exhale, and gently release, finding an easy little twist here, and feet to the left, Bharavajasana, let the left hip relax down. Take a deeper stretch, left hand past the right. Into the nose, out to the nose. Jaws easy. And walk the hands, sweep in. Switch, set on up. And left arm supports. Breathe into the posture. Nice, easy twist from all that front and back work that we did in the muscle groups, and then out to the side. Right hand just past that left. Engage abdomen. prone. Again, we're gonna sit on up. For our variations, we find the back here, palms to the mat, together. We will be having them together here for dolphin in a few minutes. Find the back here, balls of the feet to the mat, float the hips. So right here, you're engaging through the core. This is where we move into Sphinx and straighten. Feel once again your glutes activate navel to spine, inner thigh, outer thigh. Knees can come to the mat at any time. You listen to your strength, your challenges, and straighten, engage. And knees to the mat. Moving on to dolphin flow. This is where, again, preferences, you can pick and choose. We find Sphinx right here with interlaced fingers. Lift the hips into down dog. Variation, adjust as you need to. And hollow the belly. And inhale out. And exhale, hips up, down. Some people cue to keep the focal point out forward. Exhale, down dog. So in your body, you can feel what at the time is appropriate for you. But we're rolling through the spine here. We're trying to articulate vertebra as well as rectus abdominis. Jaws easy. And knees come to the mat. Woo, full body stretch. Breathe into the body, open. Same thing, stretch. Reach. Left hand, lengthen through the left side of the body. And reach that right hand. Lengthen right side of the body. And let's go through our basic back strengtheners. First we find hover. We're not lifting the limbs, we're just barely skimming them off the mat. Navel to spine, really check in. And then adding your swimming here. We inhale up and exhale back to hover. So we're keeping the muscle groups contracted and active. We're not releasing anything here. But we are allowing the breath to serve the movement. Inhale, extension, exhale. And finishing it off, prone shavasana. Once again, you can turn that left cheek, wiggle where you need to wiggle, and turn that right cheek. And just for consistency, we're gonna find swan into locust. Just some more back spine work. Swan is upper back. Shoulder blades down, elbows hug. Now press tops of the feet, hips, a little bit stronger. Inhale. Float the heart, float the forearm. Next one. And lengthen. Now adding the little bit deeper flexion through the full spine. Locust. Salambhasana, we inhale. Exhale. Float the limbs. We're going to add on here with the variations. Arm out to the side, legs to the side. Together it all comes. You listen to your body. Open. Back to the beginning. Ensure the inhalation, the exhalation. And lengthen. Remember, we don't want to drop the energy. Still control. And transition, low cobra. Hands either side of the heart, shoulder blades, elbows, low cobra. We press, bend round, hollow the belly right here. Walk your wide knees. And we change the breath now. Cat, inhale, low. Exhale, hips to heels. Full inhalation, exhalation. And we go again. Inhale, down. And hips to heels. Full inhalation. Exhalation. And knees come back under. Now before we go into cow face pose, we're going to work the shoulders a little bit more here. And we're going to find the eagle arms that we have done. Your right arm is crossing. Again, hips. We're going to take the posterior tilt of the hips. Shoulders, if you prefer, or eagle. And we lift, inhale, and hollow the belly round. Strong stretch. Activate abdomen. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And release. Switch other arm. Find what serves you. Inhale. And exhale. Activate glutes. Inhale. And exhale. Abdominals. Inhale. And exhale. Center it up. And check on in. Remember, if you want to use a towel, a t-shirt, or a belt, we're just going to counterpose, nice, easy, gently here. I'm going to find my thumb. We're going to reach the arms down. We're going to lift the heart. Find a different motion through the shoulders. In through the nose, out through the nose. We're just going to center, and then I'm going to release. Find my opposite thumb. Again, it feels different. And extension, inhale. Again, low body's grounding. And back to center and release. Getting into gluteus medius, side hip. Before we get into all the cow face pose, center the left forearm down. Again, engage through that right arm, right hand. We sweep that right leg up. We externally rotate. Now, with this flow, you want to try to keep the spine, the core stable. So it's not about compressing into the lumbar. Shoulder blades are down. And traditional breath, we inhale out to the side, exhale back. Now, I like the opposite breath. I like to exhale and inhale. So you will find what serves you. And moving with the breath. Let's just find one more. Hug through the elbows. So you're engaging. Shoulder breath. We switch. And forearm, right forearm down. Left leg's going to sweep. Again, try to connect through the shoulder girdle area, through the abdominals. Find the external rotation. You can keep your drishti focal point to the mat, or you can look to the side. Find your breath, whether or not you want traditional inhale out and exhale back, or the opposite. Hugging through the shoulders. Recognizing, just two more, how one side is different than the other. Last one. And back. Now, if knees are okay, we're going to go through cow face pose. So we have a block here. As listen to your body. You're going to bring your right knee forward and center. You're going to cross the left knee behind. Now, one little tip that a teacher gave me that's real feel good is to find the heels of the hands in the arches instep of the feet. Right here, you're giving a little pressure into the foot. You're wiggling as you need to. So as you listen, you've got the block. If you want to bring the block to the hips, or if you're able to wiggle and gently lower the hips into the stretch. So right here, again, you've got your right leg on top. You've got your left leg on the bottom. The left arm will be on the higher level here. It helps to counter action, counter pose the low body. So the arms here now, we lower that left hand to the nape of the neck. Again, if a belt helps, a t-shirt, a towel. That right arm is going to internally rotate. Now for some of us, we can find the fingertips, but some of us not. So you listen to what's going on. We're stretching the front of the right shoulder, the back of the left. Heart stays lifted. Maybe you adjust as you need to. Listen to what's going on. In through the nose, out through the nose. We're going to add on. We're going to gently release the arms. Check on it. And you're going to thread the left arm into a twist across the right thigh. Right arm right here is going to open and support. Again, maybe you adjust. Keep wiggling, moving in the body as you need to. And then adding on one more stretch a little bit deeper. Around to center forward, heart stays lifted. And pivot at the hips. So right here we can start with long spine. And perhaps you want to just gently release. So the weight of the head, the weight of the upper body perhaps gets into the stretch a little bit deeper, jaws easy, or a lot deeper. Continue to adjust as you need to. Exhale. Again, this is one of those postures where that exhale, the breath can really serve you and get a little bit deeper into the stretch, into the muscles. And we just take our time, making our way on up. Now, this is a word, whoop-de-doo. And I learned as I was in a practice in another state, they use the same terminology. So it must be universal in the yoga world. But it's optional, and it's just a different way of turning the world around, upside down. But people express to me they get confused with which way they turn. So one idea maybe to keep in mind that will be helpful is to turn to the foot that's in front here. So we're going to momentum a little bit forward. Now again, you can just uncross and switch the legs, or we find the balls of the feet to the mat, we float the hips up. Now keep the heels high, turn to that front foot, keep the hips high. I'm going to have to just step because this mat's very sticky. And we whoop-de-doo around and take your time. Knees come to the mat, tops of the feet. Feel good. heels of the hand come into the instep, the arches. Try to wiggle, move. Little foot massage of some sort here. Ooh, gently make your way. Remember, if the block is going to serve you, you find that block. And now, your left leg is on top, right leg's on the bottom. Right arm will be on top. We lower it to the nape of the neck. Left arm internally rotates. Maybe you catch the fingers. Maybe you just go in the direction. Maybe you find the t-shirt. And encourage the breath. Go is cow. Mukha is face. Asana is posture. Cow face pose. Breath serves. Keep moving, keep listening. Sensing the bellows of the breath in your body, in your posture. Adding on. Arms gently release. Again, check in. Movement as you might need to. Can be strong. Right arm's threading through. Left arm supports into the twist. Still aware into the alignment, into the posture. Our yoga practice moves every system in our body. Respiratory, circulatory, lymphatic, digestive, skeletal. You can practice yoga for your full, healthy lifetime. A little bit deeper. Back around the center, heart lifts. And we pivot. Listen, just walk it nice and easy. Again, maybe this, maybe that. Maybe you say, oh, I need a little padding under ankle, so you'll find that. And then maybe you say, oh, I just want to exhale, release, jaws easy. Exhalation. Again, recognizing the differences in either side. And then take your time, and now just for the sake of doing everything on one side as we do on the other side, the front foot, again, optional. Momentum a little bit forward, set on up, you listen, balls of the feet come to the mat. Oh, we float, the hips adjust, walk in this direction, front foot, and maybe you move a little bit, adjust. Sometimes if we're working with a blanket, it gets swiveled, and again. And now, we're just gonna open those legs. We're gonna counter pose here in a moment. Find the flex, movement, move as you need. Now, that's cow face pose traditionally, for the most part. Now, if you have knee issues, and let's say you did the sequence standing up even, finding a variation of it, but still working the side hip. Now you come to your supine or to your back and find this variation stretch. So we're taking the weight out of the knees, out of the hips, crossing that right thigh over the left thigh, and same idea. You can draw the thighs in. Some people like to find the feet or the ankles. You're just mindful. Maybe you activate the feet with a flex so you don't pull or twist too much on the muscles, on the ligament areas. So this is getting into the stretch without that gravity pressure. And then we switch to the other side. Float it on up. By the way, This right here is a inversion. We call it seaweed. And it's also a real feel good if you've been on your legs all day, if you can find the wall, legs up against the wall, or just float them. And now, again, the left thigh is going to cross, drawing the knees in, or if you want to find the ankles, calves, shins. So at the end of the practice, generally we finish the practice with Shavasana or corpse pose. We haven't been taking the time to do that for these particular videos. But if you're able to find Shavasana throughout your day, just a let go, or the idea even of letting go, or an inversion like right here, with legs up, arms up. Again, it changes the venous blood flow, the lymphatic fluid, movement into the feet, which is the pool area of our lymphatic fluid as a rule. And knees are going to bend. And we're going to roll to either side, right side or left side. And make our way on up into Paschimottanasana. So I'm turning sideways for demonstration once again. Paschimotta is west side of the body, back side of the body. But it's the same idea. We lift through the heart. We pivot at the hip. You listen to your hamstrings. And perhaps you move into a complete forward fold. This is where, again, if you have the block, or if you just want to use your hands on the calf, depending upon how deep you want to take this stretch, you find the stretch here. Engage abdomen. Again, depending upon how warm the body is, 60 seconds, 90 seconds, you'll hold the stretch. So namaste, again, nama means bow, stay means you, if you prefer to find it or not. Inhale. Stretch up, reach up one last time. Find the centering of the body, the gratitude. Lower through the center, thumbs press into the heart. Nama means I bow, stay means you. Namaste. Once again, we extend gratitude, appreciation,